I don't think there's anything that's certain in the world at the moment. There's a lot that can change, there's a lot that can happen. And I think that is in the back of your mind every time I'm going into work.
Adult trauma, ETA 5 minutes.
We've got an assault coming in. He's stabbed multiple times.
5-year-old hit by a car, dragged for 3 metres, degloved the right side of their scalp. Code red.
They're now saying partial amputation with a traumatic cardiac arrest.
This is just disastrous.
Travel by cow. I can't make that up.
Oh, it's a proper day today, isn't it?
St George's, London, one of Britain's busiest A&E departments, under more pressure than ever.
What are you doing?
It does sometimes feel like a battlefield, and it feels like a losing battle at times as well.
You need to calm yourself down.
I have 10 traumas and absolutely no space.
25-year-old jump from a 3rd floor balcony.
This is the point where we can make a difference.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
A place where life,
Best place to make friends. A&E.
love, and loss
Scariest thing in my life. I thought I lost it.
unfold every single day.
A life is not just a singular thing. Things that happen to you have a huge effect on the people around you as well.
You scare me so much, you know that?
All the patients you're about to see were treated in just one 24-hour period.
I see behaviour every day that reaffirms my belief in the inherent goodness of people.
It's all a bit of a shock, isn't it?
And I think I'm incredibly fortunate to work in that environment.
It's a lot to take in. He's the love of my life.
AC or BC? Before Christian, after Christian. Choose it. AC. Do you want any snacks? Have you got like a bacon and egg sandwich? No. I could really eat one of those. But I am having bacon, egg and beans for dinner.
I was too busy debating with myself, shall I eat that cream egg or not? And I did. But then I thought, if I don't eat it now, it's just sitting there looking at me.
Yeah.
You had 30p change. Yes. And you had 2. What a deal.
Emergency ambulance. Is the patient breathing?
Yes, she's breathing, yeah.
Is the patient awake?
No.
Tell me exactly what's happened.
She's having a massive fit. Been going on for quite a while.
OK. Move dangerous objects away from her. I'm organising help for you now.
St George's A&E.
A 27-year-old woman is being rushed to St George's after suffering a severe epileptic seizure. Consultant Manny is in charge of resus.
If someone's having a prolonged, uncontrolled epileptic seizure, one of the most serious complications is permanent brain damage.
Adult parental 10 minutes.
In the worst-case scenario, patients can die.
The patient's father is travelling behind the ambulance.
I got up, got dressed, drove over to Nikita's. I made myself a cup of coffee. Nikita said she didn't feel all that well, and then her breathing got deeper and deeper.
Hello, sir. Are you there?
I'm a father.
You're a father. Fine. Okay, no problem.
In those 10 minutes, I was just completely focused on Nikita. Someone could have broken in, I wouldn't have noticed because my entire attention was focused on my daughter.
Ready, brace, slide.
Okay, good afternoon. This is Nikita. She's 27 years of age. She's a known epileptic with multiple ICU conditions for it. So 1 hour, 10 minutes of tonic-clonic convulsion. She did have IV access in the left, she's lost it. We just managed to get one en route on the drive.
Hang on a second.
She was shaking, arms curled up into her chest, contorted face. It was horrendous, absolutely horrendous.
It's okay, darling. Not now, for fuck's sake. Not now. Oh, shit, that was her mother.
Every fit is basically a step into the unknown because you never know if she's going to be conscious again in 2 hours, 5 hours, 3 days, a week, or not at all.
Known epileptic Nikita is in resus after having a prolonged seizure at home.
It's okay. It's okay, darling. You're completely safe. Don't worry, darling.
Hi, sir. I'm Manny. I'm one of the new consultants taking over. You are her
father.
Hi. Right. How long has this been going on for?
It's been going on since 10 to 1.
When someone is having a seizure, their brain is going at 100 miles an hour. All the neurons are firing in an uncontrolled manner. Some types of seizures, people get very, very stiff. Some people get very, very floppy. And there's a huge spectrum of symptoms that people can have. So we're going to give her some lorazepam as per the rescue plan, all right, sir?
Yeah, there's a neurologist coming down.
At some point, yeah.
Because they want to do a load of tests on her.
That's fine, yeah. We'll let the neurologist do what they do, because they know her best anyway. But to terminate this, we'll give her lorazepam as per her care plan.
Okay, all right.
The full-blown tonic-clonics, those ones, they can last for up to 10 hours. And they just come in waves. So she'll maybe fit for 4 or 5 minutes, and then she'll go into a deep coma, and then she'll start fitting again.
It's okay, darling. Don't you worry. It's okay.
The life that she has at the moment, it's not really normal. She can't be on her own ever. She has to constantly be with someone. For some people, going into the shops is an everyday thing. For her, it can be a major achievement. She can't drink because alcohol can set it off. She can't go dancing because of the flashing lights. I cannot describe the sense of helplessness.
It's all right, darling. You're safe, darling. You're safe.
You know, is your child lying there in serious need and you can't do anything other than hold her hand and talk to her?
It's okay. What's the matter? Okay, all right. Can somebody clear her mouth because she's starting to froth? It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're just going to get all that stuff out your mouth. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. That's it. That's it. That's what we need. Let me get out of your way. It's okay. I'm just going to help you to breathe, okay? I'm just going to help you to breathe. Get that stuff out of your mouth. All right? You know, she can't sometimes... She's told me that sometimes when she fits, she can hear what people are saying, so It's okay.
I sometimes sing to her the songs I used to sing to her when she was a child. The Austrian nursery rhymes and things like that. Just as a connection.
It's okay, darling.
I think it's a normal reaction of any parent. You do anything you can to protect your child. Anything, you know.
Feeling better now? You feeling better? You're calming down.
I saw this thing on Facebook the other day and it put, should I buy it, should I not? Doesn't buy it, goes home, gets hit by a bus and dies. Should have bought it.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's true.
It's true.
Life is too short to be worrying about. It really got to, I was like, that's so true. That is so true.
You don't know what's around the corner.
No.
An 89-year-old man has arrived at St George's after collapsing at home with chest pains.
He went to bed and didn't feel very well, looked it as well. And he sat on the edge of the bed and he slipped off.
Well done, sir.
Yeah, he's due here Monday for a placement.
I see.
Do you want a handover? Or
Yes, please.
Put your finger here for me. Left hand finger there.
So he's had 2 cardiac arrests then as well?
Yeah, one was when he had pneumonia and one was when he had the spinal fusion.
Bless him.
So,
But if they tell you this patient has heart disease or they have had a previous heart attack, it immediately puts them in a higher risk category because they've had a problem. It's time critical because chest pain can point to a number of heart conditions that can lead to a heart attack. A heart attack implies that they have a blockage. If that blockage continues, the heart can stop.
Thank you for that. Listen, Philip, take care.
Okay, love.
Better soon, all right?
Yep. Bye.
Bye. Philip, darling, I need to take some bloods off you.
And he's saying to me, I don't think I'm going to come out this time, girl. I said, well, you better, because you promised me you'd look after me, and I need looking after until I go.
Can I put this under your tongue? Thank you. Okay, thanks.
He hates the idea of leaving me on my own. But there's no end to strokes. Oh. I thought, oh dear, this is it, you know. This is the end.
It's a footballer. It's a footballer. Ronaldo.
No.
Sanchez. Oh no, clue.
You've got his name on the back of your kit.
Neymar.
Sebastian. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Becky. I'm one of the nurse practitioners.
Becky.
Nice to meet you. It's an interesting looking dressing.
Thank you. Friend did it. I'm a plumber. Fixing up taps, toilets, sinks.
Have yourself a seat.
One job I had to do, I was doing a sunny flow, so it was blocked up. The air freshener got flushed down the toilet and got stuck in the pipe. So I had to go behind it and unscrew all the sunny flow, take it apart, and then just, you know, shove my hand in. You get some jobs like this, and you get some nice jobs as well. You come in and you just fix a leaking tap, or you just change a washer or something, and the customer's like, wow, thank you.
So, what happened to your hand?
I was taking a bathroom apart.
Yeah.
I removed the plasterboard from a wall.
Yeah.
While I did that, it just ripped down a little bit, and then
Yeah.
my hand slipped in the glove and just went through a...
So it's like the top of the plasterboard sliced it. And you right-handed?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And is it just that?
It's
finger?
it's that one, and then I sliced that one, but just right. So.
Okay, I'm just going to get something that we can kind of start taking this off with.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Give me just a second.
I moved to London from Poland in 2000. I was 14 and a half, and we came here straight to Streatham. It was raining actually at the time, really badly, like UK. Okay, here we go. I even remember the first movie I watched on TV. At that night when we came in, it was Mortal Kombat, and we'd just sit there and we watch it. So it was nice. Life in Poland, it wasn't easy, especially for a big family like ours.
Can I move you just around the corner so you're a pain?
I remember, I think 6 months we had no electricity, and we didn't have TV for like 6 or 8 months in your own country because you had to sell it just to have food or pay bills. Or it's crazy.
It's just a bit easier to have a look when you're in a room. If I get you just to hop up on here. Cool, let's just have a look at what's underneath that humongous bandage.
Bed for this, I feel like I'm being spoiled.
No, it's quite normal.
Is it?
Even though you men are very brave, quite a lot of the time you get a bit faint.
I don't think I'm that brave. There were not enough food for us on the tables. Sometimes just potatoes, plain potatoes, nothing else, nothing on them. Sometimes there were no bread, so I think that my dad decided enough is enough, and we're gonna move from Poland.
Sorry. It's stuck, isn't it?
Yeah. I didn't understand it back then, but yeah, my mum and dad did, so they just wanted us, you know, better future, better life.
So the flap of skin that you've taken off, and it's not being held on by much, I'm gonna give it a clean and just see, it might come away.
Yeah. Let me take a picture for the family, because they think I'm losing a hand.
So yeah, we'll clean it up, have a little look, and go from there. Super.
Thank you.
Neurologists have requested that further tests be carried out whilst Nikita is still fitting.
How are we here?
Okay. She's been the same.
Neurology have asked for a serum ammonia.
Yeah.
Well, part of the problem is that there are no lesions on the brain and they can't explain fits.
Why they're so frequent?
Why they're so frequent and why they're so prolonged, because she can fit for up to 10 hours.
So they look for metabolic reasons as the... Yeah. We have doctors who are specialists in epilepsy, and sometimes they do advise us to not terminate a seizure so that they can actually see the type of seizure the patient is having, what part of the brain is it likely to be coming from, and they can alter their treatment based on that. We'll do everything we can for them that they want us to do, and just bear with us.
Is it the blood one or the urine one you're doing?
It will be both. At the minute, I'm just trying to get the blood.
Okay.
Just trying to find the Bible vein.
The last time she was in ICU, they had to resort to the veins in her neck because her veins are so knackered with the number of blood tests and stuff that she's had.
Sorry, Nikita.
How did you feel when you found out that you were expecting Nikita?
Just over the moon. How does any father feel? I was really happy, really happy. just to see your child, you know, because as an only child myself, for me, to just suddenly see there's my child, you know, it's a miracle. It felt right. Simple as that, it felt right. She was a very good baby. She rarely cried. Yeah, she was a very good baby. I mean, she was fine. She was happy. She used to play a lot, and, you know, happy little toddler. When Nikita was 18 months old, she fell out of her cot. She must have climbed up the railings and fallen out, because the first we heard was this huge crash. And when I ran in, she was standing by the side of the cot, bawling her eyes out, you know. We took her to the doctors that morning, and they said, no, she's fine, don't worry. And then I was taking her for a walk. I was pushing her in the pram, and my young cousin was with me, and he suddenly said to me, "What's wrong with Nikita?" And I looked down, and her face was all contorted. I've never run so fast in my life. Back home. We put her in the car, and I remember her mother was holding her in the car, in her arms. And I was driving as fast as I can, and all of a sudden, her mother said she stopped breathing. So I came to a screeching halt, took her out, and was giving her mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. And I managed to get her breathing. One of the people in the village where we lived called an ambulance. They rushed her into intensive care, and she was in there for about 4 or 5 days. And that was really the start of it.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right, darling.
I feel anger, I think. Anger that it's happened to her, that she's not able to have a normal life. Because, you know, as a parent, you know, if your child is in pain, or you try and take that pain away. If your child's in trouble, you try and protect your child, but couldn't do anything.
"89-year-old Philip was rushed into A&E after collapsing at home with severe chest pains. Doctors are concerned that he's at risk of having another heart attack.
So do you feel all right now, or do you feel something?
I still feel very woozy.
Yeah.
Saying he's got some visual sort of...
And my eyes are blurry.
Yeah.
When he stood up, he nearly fainted.
I met Phil on VE Day because it was a street party and everybody was going potty, like, you know. But we didn't join the party, we sat on the wall all the time. And then he asked me to go to the pictures with him one night. And I said yes. And that's how it all started.
Sir, we're going to get you round for an X-ray shortly. But we'll wheel you round to the X-ray department to get it done.
Enough.
I'll get that organised. Yeah. Thank you.
When he was in the army, after we'd met for a little while, he went to Italy and he only had 2 leaves. I think 19 days, I think they were. We'd go to the pictures and then he'd take me home. And we'd stand there nattering. And I used to say, "We've got to be quiet." And in the winter, we'd whisper there. And then he'd wrap me up in his overcoat because we were so cold.
I have cold hands, I'm sorry.
Mum would call down, "Jackie, it's 11:30. You've got to get up for work the next day."
I'm going to come with you then, OK?
Brother.
We got home for Christmas and he says, "What what about getting married? I said, oh no, you know, I haven't got time. I hadn't got a dress, we hadn't got any food. But we ran it round. We got the beer, which people drank in those days. They don't drink cocktails like they do now. Ladies drank stout and brown ale, didn't they? We always knew we wanted to have a family, but we didn't want one at that precise moment. But things happen.
Okay, so take a big breath in.
So I was married in the February as Keith was born the following April. He was thrilled. He loved kids. Then I had Susan quite quick. I had Susan in about 15 months. Then I went 6 years and before I had Dawn.
Okay, so we're all done.
Phil's always been for us. He cares that Dawn has to do a lot of things. He cares that Susan is moving. He cares that Keith is working too hard. He even looked after my mum when she was ill, and his mum. He slept on the floor by the side of his mum's bed all the time she was ill. He wouldn't leave her. He's always been like that. Not so much now, because he can't. And that's, I think, what upsets him.
Doctors will now wait for the results of Philip's X-ray to determine the reason for his collapse at home.
Can I say thrombolysis?
Yeah.
Mel?
No, adult thrombolysis, 10 minutes.
It's gonna be my first time. Adult who is? Adult thromboembolysis? Adult thrombolysis.
Call, thrombolysis call.
Thrombolysis call.
I reckon
Yeah.
it's 4 words.
I know, but I would like to say it properly.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. I don't know why I'm.
I think you'd probably say 8 minutes now.
Shut up. Adult thrombolysis call, 8 minutes.
Well done.
Plumber Sebastian has come into A&E after slicing the top of his fingers at work.
So we'll just run the water over it. It's going to be a little bit stingy, just because it's salty water.
The only stereotype we knew about UK was Mr. Bean. That was the funniest thing. Like every Christmas or Easter, we were watching Mr. Bean. They didn't have to translate anything because, you know, you didn't have to.
Sorry. Okay.
Life was definitely better for us in the UK. My dad, yeah, he was earning like silly money, but we were having food on the table and it was like I was getting fatter. It's okay to cry.
Yeah.
I'm a loud crier. When I went to the shop and see those sweets, I was 14, and then I liked sweets back then a lot. 15, 20, 30p, and you can get a soda, you can get a chocolate bar, and in Poland it wasn't like this. It's really difficult to like read you because you're giving me pain and smiling at the same time. It's so weird.
It's all part of it.
It's like, what the hell's happening?
You don't hate me.
It's not like I hate you, it's just I'm confused. After I went to plumbing school, the life just changed 360 degrees. I started to meeting new people, new nice people.
Actually, you know what, that's looking good. Better than I thought.
Clean cut, eh?
Yeah.
I met someone online Her name is Kasia, and after a week of meeting her, it's wow. It feels awesome. It's actually first time I'm an A&E customer.
Sorry. Well, hopefully it's not been too much of an awful experience.
No, it's
I know a
actually
bit of a
awesome.
wait, sorry. There you go.
Wow.
Good as new.
Oh, it's awesome. It was a scary thing. My parents do come to the UK, but I'm happy they actually took that step. I'm a plumber in London now, so I think they did something right. It's like a pillow.
Sorry, you all right?
I'm good.
I'm torturing you, aren't I? Sorry.
And you're smiling
Only
a
little
bit.
bit. Like a smiling assassin.
Oh yeah, you must really enjoy your work, like.
There you go. Hey! Ta-da! So just be careful with it. And the first sign of infection is going to be pain. So if things suddenly start getting very painful, take those dressings off and have a look. And if you're worried, get somebody to have a look.
Home is where my love is. I could live any country. I could live on the moon or Mars. I wouldn't care. It's just the people that are around you. That's your home.
Try not to overuse it today. Try and just give it a bit of a rest. Don't do anything too heavy.
Oh, yeah. Tell my boss.
Yeah. Cheers, Sebastian.
Thank you very much. It was lovely to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you
Have
too.
a lovely
Take
life.
care.
Bye.
Have a lovely life. I will.
Nikita is being monitored by neurologists in an attempt to understand why she has periods of prolonged fitting.
Just hold the line, consultant wants to have a chat. There you go. Thank you.
Hi, it's Manny. Hello. Did you saw this young woman a little while ago, didn't you? Yeah, cool. I mean, in terms of what she's doing, it was similar to earlier, which was, you know, kind of tonic movements of, you know, movements of the left arm, pupils being dilated, not massively reactive to light. But that's kind of exactly what Dad has said is what her normal seizures are like. So I was wondering, because obviously we saw in your notes that you don't want us to give her any more benzo, what would you like us to do at this current moment? Yeah. OK. So we will, for now, sit tight. OK. Brilliant. Thank you. Cheers. Bye. Cool. So I've spoken to the neurology registrar, who's spoken to her boss about this and everything. So they're saying, for now, hold off for any treatment for now, and see how we go. I'll keep touching base with them because their threshold is higher than mine because they're epilepsy specialists.
Yeah,
specialists.
no,
So as I
understand.
say, we'll keep touching base and see how she goes. All right. But at any point where it crosses your threshold, we're here. Call us. Okay.
All right. It's okay. It's okay. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Okay? You're gonna be fine, don't worry. When she was about 5, 6 years old, the fits basically stopped until she was about 12, 13. And then she would have minor fits, but months and months and months in between. And it's only in the last 4 years, 3 to 4 years, that it's got really severe. Princess, try and squeeze my hand, darling. Try and squeeze my hand. Try and squeeze my hand. Come on. Come on. Try and squeeze my hand. Good girl, that's it. I can feel that, darling. And just remember, you're safe. You're totally safe. Our connection is very close because as she got older, she did become a little bit unruly, to the point where her mother couldn't cope anymore with her. She went to every school in Hastings for about a term and a half. By that time, her mother and I had split up, and so it was decided she would come and live with me permanently. I was driving in Wandsworth once, and she was sitting on the top of a bus in front of me, and she should have been in school. So I phoned her and I said, "Where are you?" "I'm in school, Daddy." "No, you're not. You're on the top of the bus." "Why?" She wet herself. How does he know that? I think even she will admit that if she hadn't come to live with me with the very, very structured rules, she would have gone completely off the rails. I'm just going to go and phone Mum, OK? Because Mum called me earlier. Her mother and I are still very close in the sense that, you know, we have a child together, and I'm sure, you know, parents that have got sick children, you know, you keep plodding on, basically. Yeah, sorry about that. She was having a massive fit. Yeah, first thing she said to me when I got there this morning, Dad, I've got a massive fit coming on. I can feel it. Oh, it just goes on and on and on, poor kid.
Doctors now have the results of Philip's X-ray. They're concerned about the swelling of his heart, which could lead to a further cardiac arrest.
Hello.
Hello. Busy man.
Oh, yeah, hi. Rupert, one of the heart doctors. Hi.
Hello.
I'd like to just take a few pictures of how your heart's pumping, if that's all right.
Yes,
with a heart scan.
Certainly.
So on your X-ray, it looks like your heart is a little bit bigger than it was last year, which suggests it's perhaps not pumping quite as well. And I think the main reason for that is probably that it's just been pumping a bit slowly. OK, that's fine, thank you. And then I need to now scan underneath here, if that's all right.
Yeah. How's it looking?
We can't send you home, I think you know that.
Oh, we can't send you home?
We can't send you home now, definitely not.
Why not?
I mean, worst case scenario, you go home and you collapse.
Yeah.
And your heart, you know, stops beating. So that's pretty bad, worst case scenario. So, so you need to come into hospital. We're now at a stage where we need to do something about it, if that's all right.
Yeah.
OK?
Lovely.
OK.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Norma,
Yes.
can I try and have a pop?
A bottle? Yeah, sure.
I do have a job.
Do you? Shall I give you a hand? Or do you mean, is it more the actual making yourself wee that's the problem?
No. I mean, that I've got about that much.
Oh, OK.
I had a very large prostate gland
OK.
a few years ago.
Yeah.
They gave me 2 tablets to shrink it.
Yeah. Did it work?
No, but it shrunk me privates.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, and I've been married 69 years. It shrunk it 50 years ago. We've had no sex for 50 years.
It was different if I was 21. I said to him, I'd divorce him and get a toy boy.
Are you still with your wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very understanding woman. She loves me.
After I met Phil, when he was young and slim, you know, I didn't want anybody else.
I'll go and get you a bottle, all right? We can have a go. We can leave it at the side anyway. I'll bring a couple so we've got a spare one.
Thing is, I would never find somebody like him. He's had his problems, but I wouldn't change him, no.
I'm here.
Rhonda.
What did you call me that time?
Rhonda.
Rhonda. Rumour.
Rhonda.
Rumour. I've been Norma.
Norma.
Rhonda.
You've been everything. Whatever your name is, it's lovely to meet.
Well, that's fine then. I'm going to come with you.
Yeah.
OK?
Let's have another.
Rumour.
Rumour.
Yeah.
R-U-M-E-R.
That's it.
I don't think I could breathe without him. And that's not old flannel either. It's just, I'm so used to him.
We meet again.
We meet again.
Neurologists have decided to admit Nikita to a specialist ward, where she can be closely monitored.
She's still fitting.
Yes.
This is the twitching stage.
Yeah, yeah.
See, this she'll be like this maybe.
A few hours.
Yeah, and then she'll go post-ictal.
Yes, yes.
and then she might have another one.
Yeah.
And it can last 10 hours.
The main aim of this admission is to really investigate and try and get to the bottom of what's going on. I mean, it's just such an unusual form of epilepsy, and it's so atypical.
It's horrendous. I'm incredibly proud of her. For a fit person, climbing Mount Everest is a major achievement. For someone in a wheelchair, taking 20 steps is a major achievement. She went to uni. Even with epilepsy, she got her degree. Full of admiration.
Peter? 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 Can you squeeze my hand?
And I have to say, she is an exceptional mother. Although I wasn't all that happy about it. She was going to university at the time. And in the end, you say, okay, fine, we'll work it out. Don't worry about it, we'll work it out. I can remember when he was born. Yeah, there's a picture somewhere. He was 2 days old, lying on my chest. She was still living at home then, so she was still living with me. And we muddled through. We muddled through. She stopped all her epilepsy medication, the whole kit and caboodle, because there was a potential issue with the baby's development, and she didn't fit once. That's the weird thing. She didn't fit once. I suppose selfishly, because I had 2 daughters, I thought, oh, great, I've got a grandson. We can play soldiers and talk about cars. 2 of the people you love most in the world are happy. And that's, isn't that what life is about? Being happy. Yeah.
I'll arrange for her to be taken to Kent Ward.
Okay.
All right, so I'll make those arrangements.
Okay. Thanks for your time. Thank you.
Notes, belongings.
Does that put it into 4-wheel drive?
Puts on steer, makes it more easier.
Oh, okay. Because of the obstacles she's had to overcome, to get even halfway where she's got to is phenomenal.
As far as I was concerned, that was my lot. But I beat it. I'm here today.
We couldn't think any more of each other than we do. That might seem strange this day and age, where they change partners every 5 minutes, but that's it. We do.
I could not, would not live without Jackie. She is my life.
The hardest part of having epilepsy is having to rely on other people for so much. It's nice to know that people love you, even though you're a bit broken.
I hope that before I die, that Nikita will be cured.
Life means that even when you feel absolutely awful, put on a smile on your face and get on with it. Keep going. Keep going.
Trauma call for an adult male.
Tripped over the curb, gone side on into a lamppost.
A seemingly inconsequential injury like a broken rib can be fatal.
I said to her, your skin's going yellow, and she started to cry.
Hypotension, lethargy, 56/35.
That's not accurate, that blood pressure. If they don't have adequate blood supply, you can get organ failure or multi-organ failure.
I would die of